Hello, everyone. Here is Alicia, Quantum Phoenix, and myself, Mansi Love. We're just talking a little bit about the retreat that is coming in March, about our vision for this retreat.
Yeah, thanks, Muncie. So one day Muncie called and she was like, we need to have a retreat. We need to have a gathering. We need to gather the people. And I was like, let's do it. And so she kind of put the dates together. It's March 22nd through the 29th. It's the day after the equinox, March 21st, here in Costa Rica. And we were just kind of thinking, like, it's always hard for me to really drill it down to like what is it about? How do we like put that in a couple paragraphs, because it's much more than we can actually describe in human words. Um, but I'll tell you that since we've put it out, we've kind of been refining the message a little bit and just paying attention to who seems to be excited about it, curious about it. And it seems to be very much so connected with the Palladians. And so we didn't call it a Palladian retreat. It's called a Starseed retreat, but it feels like we have our first person that has already committed to the retreat. And she is a Palladian sister of mine who I actually met on the day I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, River. I feel a deep connection with her, with Atlantis, with the Egyptians, with the Mayans, and with the Palladians. And so we've just been talking about, like, who is this retreat for? Well, first of all, you wouldn't find this video if it wasn't for you. Um, but it definitely is about unlocking the higher purpose in your DNA. So we plan to really do a lot of work with the gene keys, because that's what awakened me to the higher purpose, with astrology, with the destiny oracle, the galactic Maya, mind transmission, and really kind of decoding ourselves and getting to know ourselves better, and then also doing the practices and having the conversations to elevate ourselves into uh, how we can become beings of great service to planet Earth. And so the book Bringers of the Dawn, Teachings of the Palladians, has been coming up a lot. I just met a woman the other day and I was like, have you ever heard of the Palladians? And she's like, I've got a book coming to my house right now called Bringers of the Dawn. And I was like, wow, exactly. This is it. So I'm having so many people feed back to me that they're just kind of grasping the Palladians or Palladian knowledge, or maybe you know a lot about it and you've heard a lot of channelings and different things like that. But what does it look like? What does it feel like to embody the Palladian codes, to embody the Palladian mission, to become a bringer of the dawn, to become a living transmission of the heart, to move beyond the shadow play in our life and the trauma games in our life and the victims of our emotions in our life, to be of the greatest service to solve world problems, actually. And so, but it starts with each one of us and our individual impact and our individual imprint. And so we want to go there. We want to have some fun. We want to dive deep. We want to play with glitter and avatar paint and rose oils and creams and incense all day, every day, and good, clean foods, and connecting more with nature and disconnecting from the technology, like unplugging from that machine, taking the Ursula tentacles out of your brain. You know Ursula, that big dark witch, and what is that? The mermaid, the Little Mermaid, right? She gives her voice, right? Ariel has a controlling father that tells her she can't do something. And then she gives her legs and her voice to the dark witch so that she could become a human. And so we're taking our voice back. We're canceling and clearing all those contracts where we haven't been able to speak. And I'm thinking of Gene Key 8, which is my Chiron wound and is a direct Palladian code. And it's connected to the thyroid and the Adam's apple. And it's about moving beyond the comfort zone and moving beyond a life of mediocrity and coming into the style and the exquisiteness of your life, a rebel with a cause. And so that's just a very small tidbit of what we'll be working with, along with, Gene Keys has just rolled out the Star Pearl. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be diving into the Star Pearl. You don't have to have any Gene Keys background knowledge to come. Um, and and it doesn't hurt to start digging into it a little bit before you get here. But basically, we're working with the energy field. We're working with the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, the opening up of the causal body, the 7 sacred seals. We are the mystery school. We are the initiations. We are the transmissions of bringing the divine down into the physical body. We're dying and returning to heaven in our physical body. We're just dying to the old stories. We're dying to the old forgetting. We're dying to the old blaming and complaining. We're dying to the victimization and the force and the control and the dominance, so that we can bring through our majesty, our exquisiteness, our noble life, the valor, the virtue. That's what we're being invited into. And I work much better when I get a physical group in the field and we can see and feel what's going on, and we will know exactly what's needed. But I feel like this is a preordained gathering. It's predetermined, and it feels very much like a cosmic council coming together. And it feels like a dance of remembrance and celebration. And so if you feel the call, get on a call with Mansi and myself and we can talk more about it, and make sure that you're here for this Palladian New Year that starts on March 21st.
Yeah, and in more practical words, how it will look like is that you have some gifts and you've been getting some experience, but maybe not always you can understand your experience. And moreover, when you talk to others, they might not understand you, and they might say, "What are you talking about? You're crazy." But the thing is that, well, that's why we want to get together, because we will understand you, we will hear you, we will see you. You are not strange. You are meant to be different, because you're meant to bring these codes right now, and that's why we are coming together. And so after that, what I feel is going to happen, and that's kind of what was part of my journey as well, after I sat down with Alicia for some time, is that like you have way more confidence in what your gifts are, what are really your gifts, and more confidence to bring them to the world. You don't want to compromise anymore. And it might seem hard, but you just keep going, you just keep moving, trusting in the bigger picture. So anyways, and it's all, of course, we'll be supported. We are going to be staying on a beautiful land, a beautiful ocean view. You have a lot of time to integrate all of that. It's a huge property, so there is a lot of walking you can do and integrating, or just looking at the sunset or the sunrise, chilling out. And of course, there is a full program as well. And we have a lot of, we have other staff who is supporting the space. And all that we are receiving is pretty much going back into the retreat, and people who are there for us, who are there for you. And it's just going to be beautiful. You won't have to worry about anything. You'll just have to get your passport, a ticket, come to Costa Rica. We're going to meet you. We're going to bring you to the place. You're going to have beautiful food and fantastic time. So yes, book a call with us to see if it's aligned, and hope we'll see you soon. Bye.
Can't wait to see you.